Vegetables. Vegetables are so cool. They're just like the plant that we've decided that's good. Today I want to learn about vegetables. So let's go to our gaggle and let's figure out what's a vegetable. What is a vegetable? Oh my gosh. What? What's wrong with my keyboard? What is a vegetable? There we go. A vegetable is any edible part of a plant consumed by humans, typically in savory meals. Oh gosh, why do they have to say savory? I mean, in my opinion, like a bowl of Cookie Crisp is savory. Legal? Legal? In 1893, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that tomatoes are legally vegetable. Huh? I thought tomatoes were fruit. What? Why did the U.S. Supreme Court need to get involved? U.S. Supreme Court... Tomato. Nix versus Headed. Oh gosh, this is like a whole thing. Do we trust Wikipedia? Because Wikipedia is like, We'll try this website. This website seems legit. Okay, so this was in 1893. The court takes judicial notice of the ordinary meaning of all words in our tongue. I'm way too dumb to read this. The defendant's counsel then read Webster's dictionary, the definitions of the word pea, eggplant, cucumber, squash, and pepper. All right, maybe we need to get like a brief explanation. In recent show, we talked about an importer that sold pillows shaped like stuffed animals, or maybe they're stuffed animals that can be used as pillows. What? It turns out this distinction is important because there's a tariff on pillows, but not stuffed. Oh, at the time, the Port Authority of New York classified tomatoes as vegetables, which were subject to a 10% import tax. They taxed the veggies? A fruit importer argued that tomatoes were fruits, which were not taxed. The justices admitted that botanically speaking, tomatoes were technically fruits, but in everyday life, they decided vegetables were things usually served at dinner. They determined the legal status of a tomato by when it was served during a meal, and therefore you get taxed more. Okay, that's just rude. Imagine like having to pay more for a freaking food just because of the time that you serve it. Well, like, why would they tax the vegetables and not the fruits? All right, let's learn about more vegetables. What is the most expensive vegetable? Oh my God! Hop shoots. Hop shoots are widely recognized as the world's most expensive vegetable. They can sell for upwards of $1,000 per kilogram or about $450 per pound. Why? Okay, but like, are they worth it? Like, imagine going to the store, spending $450 for a pound of vegetables, and it's something gross. What is this ad? Collecting hop shoots requires painstakingly searching for and trimming the tiny tendrils for hours, all for a measly bag full of the pricey plant. Okay, but like, is it worth it though? Or is it just like something that rich people eat to be like, I've eaten a hop shoot before. What do you eat? Asparagus? Are hop shoots good? Yes, they taste very similar to asparagus with earthy, nutty notes and a faint beer-like hoppy flavor. What is a hoppy flavor? Well, okay, apparently they're delicious, but I wouldn't spend that much money for a fake asparagus that tastes like beer. How about weird vegetables? I bet there's some vegetables out there that just look freaking weird, right? Ew. Romanesco broccoli, often called fractal broccoli. Ooh. Look at all the little nodes and stuff. Ugh. Okay, see, with a name like this, and it's bulbous, you know it's gonna be good. It looks like a pissed off radish. It's a crisp cruciferous vegetable? What? You know, when I describe my vegetables, I do not use the word cruciferous. I use the word nasty. The African horned melon? Oh gosh, what is this? That's cool. What does it taste like? Refreshing flavor that is a cross between a cucumber, kiwi, and a lime or banana. Ooh. Oca. Do we do a Latin episode? Like, should we do an episode where we talk about what the heck is Latin and why we use that language instead of other languages to describe stuff? Let me know in the comments. It's a starchy tuber from the Andes, often called the New Zealand yam. Are the Andes in New Zealand? Wait, hold on. They're not even in New Zealand. So why would they call it the New Zealand yam if it's not even in New Zealand? It's in South America. Okay, so those are some weird vegetables. Look at that. What's the weirdest use for a vegetable? I mean, besides like eating them, there's got to be like some weird stuff that people use vegetables for. Yeah, huh? Some artists carve gourds. Carrots? How does a carrot work? The carrot recorder. How to turn a carrot into a recorder? It works? Oh no. What? That's power drill. That poor carrot. No! And then you just cut that off. Oh, a third of the way through. Angular. Okay, so that's the little hole mechanism at the top. Then you have to get it. This is just wrong. All right, now we got to drill this poor carrot again. This poor carrot is screaming in pain. Wait, don't vegetables feel pain? It's like 4 different recorders going off at once. They look so scared. They're like, please don't shoot me. I swear I'll play you to Beethoven's Fifth. Oh, this guy did it. Look, he's relieved. He can see his family again. While we were watching that, I just had a thought. I think I remember reading somewhere that vegetables can feel pain. Can a vegetable feel pain? There's an entire religion based upon this awareness called Jainism from India. Jainism? Is that a vegetable religion? Jainism is an ancient Indian religion that emphasizes the path to spiritual purity and enlightenment through discipline and non-violence to all living creatures. While plants are eaten, Jains avoid certain vegetables to minimize harm to microscopic organisms. So they basically have a high respect for all life, and that includes vegetables. There are arguments that plants do experience pain, albeit in a different form to the way humans and animals do. Other scientists have discovered that plants release gas when they're cut, the plant equivalent of a cry in pain. When you cut a plant, it farts, and that is the equivalent to it screaming in pain. Okay, so the gist of it, plants don't have a nervous system. Therefore, plants can't feel pain. But maybe they do, because they fart when they're cut. I mean, it said gas, okay? See, I'm an immature man, all right? I'm stupid, therefore gas equal fart. Deal with it. All right, so are we happy with vegetables, okay? I feel like we learned a lot about vegetables today. Oh gosh, this needs to be a part 2 eventually. If you guys have anything interesting for me to look up, please let me know in the comments. I am always looking for knowledge across the internet. Let me know what you guys want me to research. Thank you, and bye-bye.